Hey guys, today I wanted to show you guys how I propagate my Rose of Sharon or hardy hibiscus, common hibiscus. And I did have a couple cuttings off of a royal purple smoke bush that I had as well. They're both about the same. When I propagate anything that is actively growing, I do like to use rooting hormone because it does speed it up a bit. It's not necessarily needed, especially if you've done this before. You could probably just root in water or straight in the ground, but for me, it's a little bit of an insurance that it'll work. So I have a little 6-pack here that is just something that you'd buy at the store, or even if you save them from when you buy plants. And with these cuttings, all I did from yesterday is just put them in water to make sure they didn't dry out. You just want to take off all the lower leaves and dip it in rooting hormone. And don't want to stick this straight into the soil because it'll take off all your rooting hormone and it won't do anything. So you want to make a hole and stick the cutting in and tighten the dirt around it, or soil rather. Now I did save a couple here that don't have the leaves stripped off yet. There's a couple ways you can do this. You can either take them and snip them, or you can just pull it. What some people like to do is grab the whole bud and pull down. You can see right there it tore a little bit of the bark off with it down to the inside flesh layer. Now this is what wicks up the water, so if you do this, in theory, you're going to get more roots in that area. See, I did on the other side too. So that's very important if you do that you want to get those in the rooting hormone if you're going to use it, like I said, what everyone does. Tap off the excess, take your pen, make a hole, stick in your cutting and make sure you pack it down. Now, it's pretty much the same, like I said, if you can do it in soil. You have to make sure you water them after you put them. I didn't put pre-moisten the soil, so they will need to be watered. Or you can just leave the cuttings in a cup like that. I've done it like this with cuttings in a cup of water. The only thing with that is you do have to make sure the water stays clean and free of algae or debris in there. One thing you do have to remember is you have to take off the leaves from the bottom. Either what's left in water or soil will start to rot and could lead to you losing your whole propagation. Now on this here, I know it's for a lot of people kind of against gardening Bible to use anything other than what's intended for gardening, but you can see I used a cup right there. I did put a hole on the lowest part of the cup. That's one of the main important things if you're using something that wasn't intended as a planting vessel. Make sure it has drainage and proper drainage at the right area. So this one is going to be the smoke bush. Again, it's the same concept. You just take your cutting, usually about 6 inches. Anything that's not breakable when it's bent is about the size. And again, make your hole in your medium as deep as you can and stick your cutting in as far as it'll go. Pack it in, water it, and what I like about using cups is you don't have to worry about something for the top. You can always stick a cup on there, add some tape, write a date on it. Well, of course you have to moisten the soil because if not, it's not going to do anything. But write a date on it, and as soon as you start seeing new growth coming out the top, or in this case, because they're clear cups, if you see roots touching the wall of the cup, you know it's growing and it's alive, and you can either take off the top or slowly take off the top. You don't want to shock the plant and lose all the humidity and crisp up leaves and destroy the work you just did for the last couple weeks. So if you are using a cup like this, maybe go through and after you start seeing some growth, cut a couple holes in the top cup to vent it, or slowly start taking it off a little at a time till it's no longer needed. You can even lean it on the plant like that, and then just start the first day taking it off for a few hours, see how the plant reacts. If it droops too much, then just put your little cut back on for a while. And these things aren't one size fits all. You do have to play with it a little, and that's half the fun of gardening, is seeing what comes up. Hope these videos help for propagation. And again, with the hibiscus, you do want to keep it either in something that's humid or For those of you who like to mist, this would be perfect for you. You go around misting it all day or every day and keep it nice and moist. If it dries out, you will lose the propagation and whatever roots have developed. So keep it moist, not soggy, and good luck. Thank you for watching.